Hello, AC Universe. Welcome to Canada Crossing. Today, we are going to tour the 5-star island that is Red Falls, an island I'm very familiar with because I created it. This is my second island on my second Switch, and it is a CottageCore themed island, and I believe it's as done as it's going to get, so I'm going to tour it now with you and give you the dream address so you can visit it yourself. Here's my map. So we have me, Pearl, Bettina, who was one of my original villagers who I've been begging to move out and just never did, so she's stuck with me now. Tiffany, Raymond, June, Meringue, Judy, Renee, Bob, and Ketchup. So, a bunch of, I think, cuties on this island, and Bettina. And there's my dream address at the bottom if you want to come visit and come see them for yourself. Go for it. Let me know what you think. Alright, so we'll move along from the airport, and Meringue is going to block our way, but that's alright, we can squeeze by her. So originally when I started this island, I had this big dream of doing a desert theme island, and doing so I had about half the island covered in sand when I realized this was going to be an impossible task. So I do commend those people that have done them, but to me it was just not going to be able to work. So I decided to switch in the end to CottageCore, which is something I'm familiar with and love. And I think that's important when you pick your theme, to do something that you love. So originally, if you're wondering kind of why I chose this path and then just never changed it, it was going to go very nice with my desert theme island. But you know what? I still actually really like it. The terracotta path, I do think it can go with CottageCore. Why not? I don't have it throughout my whole island, but there's some spots where I did leave it, so that's why you'll see it here and there. So right up from the airport, I have my shopping district with both shops just up here. Able Sisters with a nice little sewing nook area for them. Also have a bench and telephone booth. Again, if you've watched my other island tour, you know that I am big into color themes, so this was definitely the yellow side. We've got all the yellow flowers and yellow items. And then on the other side we have the Nook's Cranny, and I went not so much color themed here, but definitely some reds and yellows to match their shop, and nice little seating area here and here, their back storage and receiving area, and just some flowers, and a lot of flowers on this island. I love the flowers, so and we'll just go down right there to see the museum because it's nothing. If you've also watched my other island tour, that's weird. You'll know that I'm not good at making the museum stand out. So it's usually shoved somewhere. But anyway, this is my museum. I could have at least probably organized those flowers to make them a little bit nicer, but you know, it is what it is. And then it's just beachfront, and not to keep plugging my other videos, but if you watch my beach decorating video where I decorated every single beach in one speed build, definitely check that out. So I won't go into great details of all the beaches just for that reason, because there's a whole video on them. Anyway, so that's the museum area. So then we go back past the shops again, just some little pond areas, and of course I love the water. Gotta have lots of water everywhere. And then we go down the path where it brings us right down to our resident services. Own labels here today. That's nice. And then right next to the resident services, again, just another video plug. The vineyard build is also another video you can check out on the channel. I really liked how it turned out. It was also a transplant kind of from my other island, but I wanted to do a speed build for you guys, so I moved it all over here when I was flattening the other island, and then we built it together. I actually like how it turned out on this island better than my original island. Just very simple build, but adds a lot of it's those little spaces that you don't know what to do with, and that's kind of what this ended up being. It goes right up to the beach on this one, and then I have this little seating area where kind of a romantic getaway kind of ties in with the wine tasting, and then you can go have a nice romantic dinner on the beach. Just very romantic. So we go back out of the vineyard, and we'll cut back across resident service. We'll kind of do this whole level, I guess, first. Go this side. So if you go this way, again, there's not really a lot of themes per se going on here. It was just random walkways that I wanted to decorate. Putting down this path, this wooden plank path, which you'll see all over my island, which I adore. I'll put the code in the description below, assuming I can find it. If not, I will try to find it for you guys. It's another version of the 9-piece path, but I love it. Between the wooden version and the stone version, they're two of my favorite versions of the path. And then on this beach, we just have a nice kind of playground area, just with some weeds to make it look a little overgrown, because it is cottagecore. Bob's having fun. And then just go back up and around. And again, just wanted to incorporate a nice seating area and waterfall moment, wherever you can, get those waterfalls in because they look really cool. Again, placing decorations all around, just kind of, you'll notice my themes again, purple flowers. So this whole section has purple flowers. So purple decorations, purple couch cushions. Definitely, some may say I have a problem, but yes, I do like to kind of keep themes. And then on the other side of the bridge, nice little picnic area. Play some guitar. And then that beach, obviously also included in the speed build video, but we have a little tiki bar and lifeguard, like swimming area. A little bit of decorations on the dock, just a little lookout, kind of fishing dock. Pretty basic on the dock this time. So that's all that. And then past the picnic area, I have this, I don't even know what to call it. I guess it's like a boardwalk path. But this pattern I fell in love with, and I didn't know what to do with it. I'd already had most of the island done at this point, and I just saw this path online, and I was like, this is the nicest wood path I've ever seen in my life. So I had to put it on my island. So does it really do anything? Does it really serve any kind of function? Not really, but I love it. I just randomly put some of the Sanrio furniture that I was able to trade for because I did not get the cards, and I put it around, and just a few other little things here and there. But I just love it. And to me, it's just like a little area where they can have a seat and chill and walk around. It was, again, I think it would be cool for somebody to use this path almost as like a walkway between their villager houses. I think that would look really cool, especially on the second or third level. Like you're looking down. It's almost like a tree house type idea. Just throwing some ideas out there for you guys, but I think that would look really cool. And maybe in hindsight, that's what I should have done, but I wasn't going to redo all my pathing. But it's just cool, and I'll look up the pathing code for you, and I'll also put it in the description of the video. It's quite a few pieces. It's more than 9 because of the way they do the turns in it. But again, we have so many design slots now, so it kind of gave me more options. Like how many paths I already have on this island, and plus I was able to add this one, which has many slots, like lots of slots. So I'll definitely try to find that for you guys, and I'll put it in the description, so look for that. On the other side of here, just the beach kind of extended, so this was kind of the sun tanning area of the beach, nice kind of more resorty type thing. And then we go what ended up to be kind of a flower dump. Actually, I ended up loving how it looked. and I mix it in with some weeds just to get some more green in there. And it just kind of, I don't know, I just loved it, so I left it. And to me, it looks very natural and, beautiful. So why not, Not everything needs to be organized and have a function, but I loved how it turned out, so I left it. And you know what? Do what you want to do. On the beach, going back, we'll kind of go back and forth, but here's the continuation of the camping area. So it's all along the beach side. And then on this side, we actually have the actual campsite. I wanted kind of an overgrown campsite, which I think worked out really well. Again, it's not organized or looks, it's been well used over the years. We have a little bit of everything here. So that's kind of what I wanted to go for, and putting some of the extra kids tents around to add more camping area. And then have it, little washing station and, cooking area, and then continue out onto the beach. Again, more camping room. And I continued it right to the end. So we have more room for campers. So I really am happy with the campsite. Actually, it's one of my favorite areas. It's hard for me to kind of make things a mess sometimes. I don't know if any of you feel like that, but you're kind of stuck in your ways and making sure everything looks beautiful. But sometimes when you try not to make things look beautiful, they end up beautiful. Does that make any sense? But that's how I felt about the campsite. I'm really happy with it. So we go back out of that area and then back down our path. We have up here, we'll go over here first. So my first ever rock garden takes a lot of work. I understand why people, detest them because it does take a lot of work. But I think it's really cool, and I'm glad that I finally did one. And then that back here kind of just goes along to the back behind. It's kind of like almost like a secret little path that goes along to the other area, but we're not going to get there quite yet. Also up there, I was going to do that, but we'll do it while here. So I just have a land bridge. I've always wanted to do a land bridge on all my islands. I've just never been able to fit one in, so I did one here. Really like it. Really like how it turned out. Very simple. I mean, this is not a new novel idea, but using the festival partitions there, I love how it looks, and especially at night because they all light up, so it just looks like lights all across your bridge. So I've seen it done many times, so I'm not obviously taking credit for the idea, but I do think it looks really cool, so I'm very happy with that. So we'll go back down past the rock garden and then back around. Just more little water areas back to next to the resident service. So we go back this way. So here's a little cafe, Brewster's Cafe. This is another thing that's been all over the internet, if you've seen. I just think they're so cool. These cutout standees look so good. Again, if you look up these designs anywhere, you'll find them. They're all over Instagram and Pinterest, but I'm really happy with it. I really thought it was such a cool idea, and it's a fun little area, and yeah, really happy with that. Really adds like almost a whole other building that's not really real to your island, right? And then over here's an area that I actually really love. It's almost hidden because there's so many trees. So we're kind of going to look up from it, but there's this little path and you go through, and it's like this hidden kind of fort, kind of secret house area. I don't even know how to describe it, but I just knew that I wanted to do it. It was like almost like here's like kind of the bathroom area. Like shower, there's not even a toilet, but shower area. And then on the other side, here's a little art studio. They're making my flag, which is great. And then we kind of go back here, and then there's the kitchen, dining area. Like I just wanted something that was all hidden by trees. It was almost like a secret kind of fort. I don't know what I wanted, but I really am happy with how it turned out. I think it's so cool. So again, kind of like a little living room den area, writing nook, library, and it's all kind of hidden all within there. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it. I really like how that turned out. So you know how you get these ideas in your head and you're just like, how am I going to execute that? But it turned out to be really easy, and I'm quite happy with it. Moving along, again, just some basic stuff that's on, all of our islands, but a little snack area, and then I love the instruments, and this again looks really cool at night with the festival lights, and just a little band area, so we put on some performances. And then we'll go up. So all my villager houses are all on the second and third level. Again, when I was going to do the desert island, it kind of made sense because I was going to do all desert on the main level and then move up, and it wouldn't be so deserty. But so all the houses were up there, but it was like, yeah, it just wasn't going to happen. So we'll go this way. Kind of start on this side. So here is Pearl's, and well, this is Pearl's house here, and she's got a nice little yard. Everyone has kind of something trying to make it in their yard. So she's got a nice little sitting area and clay figures like she likes to work on. And then this is June's house, so they kind of have a joint little eating area outside with the oven. I think that looks really cool. And then behind them up is Raymond and Tiffany's area. So there's actually, again, plug another speed build for this whole area on the channel, so be sure to check that out. I kind of extended the path here to make it look almost like a not boardwalky, but like treehouse deck area instead of just a path. I wanted it to look more like a whole deck, so that's kind of what I did with them. But I'm really happy with how their area turned out. And then next to them is Meringue. So she's got a little bakery, of course. Again, not original when people have meringue, but you know what? Whatever. And you'll see my theme, of course, is pink and white. And then I put her prep area, her cooking area, right behind her house because I just had to have some room, so it worked out perfectly. So that looks really good. I'm really happy with that area. A nice little cafe bakery. And then Renee kind of ended up with the short end of the stick here. Her area did not end up very big because I actually added this. Well, the pond was here. I actually added the cliff behind the pond to add more waterfalls because, the name of the island is Red Falls, and I needed some more falls. So I added that, and then she kind of ended up with a kind of a cramped little yard, but you know what? It's fine. She's happy. And then if we go up, so this is Bettina, who of course would not leave me. But I managed to do okay with her yard and kind of match flowers to her house and whatever. And then she's right next to Judy, and they have a kind of joint laundry area and a nice sitting area with fire. And then they have a little teddy bear picnic up front, which I really think is really cute. Again, I've seen it done, but trying to match my colors, so I got a lot of the pink stuff. I don't know if every island is kind of assigned a color or a scheme of things they always get, but I seem to have so much pink on this island, so it worked out perfectly. Like even my stuff back there, like the laundry machine and everything, like it was just all pink. Sorry, Ketchup. And then over the bridge behind Judy, we have Ketchup's house. So Ketchup is kind of the farmer of the island, so she's got a cute little front yard, but then behind her yard I wanted to do a little farm area, so a little hodgepodge farm, a little bit of everything going on here. I love how it turned out. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't like just doing straight lines of pumpkins because it's boring, so I wanted to do a little bit of add some flowers there, add some coconuts because they don't grow, and add a shrub and stool, and just a little bit of everything kind of adds to the whole area. And then of course, added another fall whenever it can add a fall. So that's her area. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Definitely turned out better. Oh. Hey, I heard that totally everyone's now calling. Yeah, they call me Rutabaga. Would it be cool if I called you that too? Yeah. Okay, you can call me Rutabaga. Thanks, Ketchup. It's funny how this is my secondary island, and I somehow grew closer to all my villagers on this island than my main island right now. But so it's gonna be hard to kind of restart this one. So this is Bob's area. Bob kind of, like Renee, kind of ended up with the short end of the stick. I mean, he didn't have much area to work with, so kind of just wanted a little, try to get everyone kind of a seating area, and then he's got some fun toys on this side. So try to match the colors of his house, kind of. Then put the little, I love this little lantern from the Sanrio set. And then across the bridge, across another fall, and we have my house. So I don't know why I chose blue, but I actually am kind of happy with it. I think it actually looks really nice. So my house is blue, and kind of tried to match the blue all around, and you know, fill in all the gaps, fill in all the space. Love the blue flowers. And then down for me, so right in front of my house, this was a space I had, and I didn't know what I was going to do with. It was not a big space, and I just kind of didn't know what to do. So I was like, you know what, I have all this fruit. Why don't we just have a little orchard? So, you know, people always think orchards have to be, you know, 4 or 5, 6 of every tree, but really it's not necessary. So I have only 2 of every fruit tree, and I actually, you can tell it's an orchard, and it takes up very little space, but it looks, you know, looks nice. So, and next to the orchard, we have kind of a continuation. So it's my strawberry farm on the beach. Also included in the beach speed build. So if you want to check that out, and then kind of a honeybee area. And yeah, that's pretty much the island. I am quite proud of it, considering it was kind of, I changed my mind so many times on what I wanted to do. But again, I think it's just kind of, you know, as one does, you get different inspirations at different times, and you don't really know what you want to do. So I hope you liked Red Falls. I really enjoyed making it, but I'm also ready to restart. So it's hard because my other island, as you know if you've watched the videos, is completely flat right now. So I don't know if having a completely flat island and then now restarting a brand new island at the same time is gonna kind of be too much for me. So I'm tempted to just kind of have this one to kind of play around with and do maybe some let's plays and daily activities. But I also am worried of getting too attached to it, because that could happen as well. But anyway, thanks so much for touring Red Falls with me, guys. I had a really fun time with you, and thanks for tuning in for Canada Crossing, and I'll see you in the next one.